next date for Putt Shack, and then he told me he had a death in the family. So I was like, all right, well, let me know if you, and he did.
Okay.
I was like, let me know if you still want to go to Putt Shack because I paid for Putt Shack. So let me know if you want to go to Putt Shack so I can get my funds back.
Yeah. And you got to pay in
So,
advance.
right. So he's like, well, I'll let you know, I'll let you know, I'll let you know. And he kept saying that up until the day that we were getting ready to go. And I told one of my friends, I was like, this man's going to cancel. So I texted him and I was like, I guess I'll see you at 6:30, right? Like at the restaurant. And he was just like, I don't feel like going out. Do you feel like coming here first? Like, actually, he's like, if you don't, I understand. And I'm just like, so I went. I
Mm-hmm.
went. We had a good time. We watched some movies. We got high. He fell asleep and I went home. And then I was like, okay, well, that was in like November. So December comes
Okay.
and he tells me, I'm like, so when are we gonna hang out? When we're gonna hang out? Because like, I'm saying yes, but I also need you to say yes. You get that?
Exactly.
So he says, oh, yeah, we'll schedule something. We'll see. What you mean? What do you mean we'll see? He said the holiday time was busy for him.
Okay.
All right, I'll take that.
Fair so far.
But um I try to like ask him questions through text message, try to set up FaceTime. We got on FaceTime for very long. And like I'll text him and he's just like, yeah, that's not the best way to get to know me. And I'm just like, okay, so how do I get to know you? He's like, you have to be around me.
Trying to do that, sir.
So for I forgot which Eagles game it was. And I know we watched like a Denver game after. So I don't know. But I went to his house and we watched the Eagles game. We watched the other game after that. And remember when I told you that I had in my head that I thought this man was going to murder me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was that day. But it was a fun night. It was a fun night. And then he like kicks me out of his house.
he.
He's like,
Sorry. Say that again.
he was just like, oh, I think it's time for you to go. And I was like, maybe he was talking to somebody else. Maybe that's what it was. And so I actually asked him, like, I said, so do you like me in a friend way, or do you feel yourself liking me in a friend way, or do you feel
Go
yourself liking
ahead,
me
girl.
romantically? Hold up.
Go ahead, girl. Tell you better tell it like it is. Tell it straight.
Right. I was like, do you like me in a friendship way or in a romantic way? Because I don't need no more friends. I don't need no more nigga friends. I don't. I'm 30. I'm about to be 38 with nigga friends. Like I'm like, when you don't know, because when you're older and you're going to non-single events, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Everything's for couples at this age,
Yeah. I mean, a lot of my friends are in couple. So I mean, yeah, I hear you though.
Yeah. So I haven't seen him since before the new year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I sent him a card for his birthday with a $50 Macy's gift card in it. And I had a conversation with myself and I was like, Sharice, if you're gonna do this, are you okay with giving up this $50? Whatever the response is, I had to be okay with it. I had a conversation with Tisha and Katie about this too. I was like, I had to be okay with it, with whatever response that I got. So I on chance and faith, I sent it to him. Never said anything to me. We were supposed to, when restaurant week started. This was
He
just
didn't. He
last week.
didn't say anything to you.
He didn't say thank you. Like we were still talking, but he wouldn't mention the card. And I was like, oh well, maybe he'll thank me in person. Didn't see him. I haven't seen him.
You know he got the card.
I mean, I didn't mess up the address.
Okay.
So, whatever. I was like, okay, well, am I going to be able to see you before I go on vacation? He said he was busy every weekend in January. All of a sudden, the holiday season is busy for him, but now he's busy every weekend in January. And I had asked him in between. I said, when I had asked him like if he liked me in a friendship or a more romantic way, he said more romantic, but we just have to spend more time with each other. Like that was towards the beginning. And I was like, cool.
Okay.
If you feel any differently, just let me know. Like it's a simple request.
Don't waste my time, please. Yeah.
So when I I set up a date for Monday, MLK Day. We didn't go, of course, because it was shitty. That was the day. That was the day it snowed for the Eagles game, so it was shitty. We weren't going to go to restaurant week. So I was like, okay. He was like, well, maybe we can reschedule for later this week. All right. I said, well, I'm busy Friday and Saturday. I'm not busy Tuesday or Wednesday. He said, okay, well, Wednesday might work. Oh no, I said Thursday, something like after 6:30 on Thursday. He said, okay, Thursday might work. I told him to pick a time when we were making the reservations. He picks the time. That was Tuesday. Wednesday come, we're chatting back and forth. We're playing Apple games on our phones.
Okay.
And I was like, so am I seeing you tomorrow? And he was like, can you do Friday instead? No, I can't. And he's like, yeah, tomorrow's not going to work. So maybe I'll try to see you after you come back from your trip. And I said, try? I said, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
I haven't heard from him since.
Nope. Haven't reached out either. 44 years old.
44?
Uh-huh.
Gosh, niggas be playing forever.
Forever. And I'm just like,
how'd you meet him?
I met him on Hinge.
And
he reached out to me. Like, that's the part that kills me.
You have to pay for Hinge?
No, I'm not paying for Hinge.
I know
Hinge has a paying option.
Yes,
but I will not be doing it.
Yeah.
So he said something underneath one of my pictures, and I responded to him, and we got to chatting. He was the one who wanted to call me. He was the one who wanted to go out to dinner.
Right.
So I don't know, like, I don't know.
Was that your last attempt in trying to do something with somebody?
Yeah, because basically at this point, I've spent $120. Like, $70. Let me make sure I have my math correct because I'm not good with it.
Most of us are not.
Right. So I spent $70 on Putt Check that I lost. And then I sent him $50 in a gift card.
So he never showed up to Putt Check?
No, he said he didn't feel like going out. And so I told him he owed me a $70 date.
What did he say to that?
He said, I'll make it up to you.
Did he make it up to you?
No, I haven't been out. I'm trying to get out. I was trying to get outside this man's house. I've been hanging out at his house ever since.
Can I ask you questions?
Of course.
Candidly?
Of course.
Did y'all doing, were y'all ever intimate?
Nope. Never even kissed.
Never even kissed?
Nope.
Okay. That's good. Was he trying? Was he trying to make moves?
I don't think so. Like, the last time I hung out with him, I would lay on him and he would cuddle a little bit. He would put his arm around me.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing with the back of my head that day.
Yeah. Yes.
I was palmed again this weekend, and I'm tired of y'all disrespecting me.
Why y'all be grabbing on Reese head like this, y'all?
Like, I'm tired of y'all coming up behind me and being like, nope, like, that's disrespectful.
Maybe there's some new flirting tactics. I don't know.
This other person was in a relationship.
Oh gosh.
Why are you gonna touch me? But either way, so we were doing stuff like that. Like, we were doing flirting things, but we didn't. No.
I will say, and I mean, maybe you learned this lesson already. Keep your fucking money. You know, I know it's a small potatoes to you, whatever, but like,
I know it's not small potatoes, but it is at the same time, because like I'm trying to be doing like a little bit more mature dating. Like, I would think.
Yeah, you're trying to step into a different side, you know, and put your big boots on, and
this person has a good job. This person has their own place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to show intention. But y'all niggas want to play with me.
Because no nigga wants a broke ass girl at all. So I mean, I understand that part as well. Like, you know, you don't want to feel like it's always gonna be on you. So that is a very alluring thing, to be like, hey, babe, I got this for you, whatever, blah blah. Nah, this is for you. It's your thought about you. It's very wooing. Where do you think you went wrong? If you think you went wrong somewhere? Because that could be really frustrating if you think you didn't do anything wrong.
I really don't think I did.
And I hear that, and I'm probably on your side with that. But like, I know how frustrating it could be if you're like, where do I fucking go from here?
Like, I'm really, and I say this to my friend, and he's a guy, and I say, I'm like, niggas just don't seem to like me, and I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Like, I present myself as myself. Everybody likes me personality wise. They love the energy.
Yeah.
The niggas don't, and I'm confused. I'm really confused.
How do you show up? Do you show up as...
I show up as myself.
But, well, I mean, we all got many facets to ourselves. I'm like, do you show up as comedy? Or do you show up as a little bit of both? Of like,
I'm bubbly.
Are you able to turn the comedy part off and be...
Yeah. Like, I can tell you the first date, I showed up, we were joking back and forth. And when he was speaking, I was listening to him. I was looking at him, and in his eyes, I was listening to what he was saying.
Yeah.
And go back to ha ha ha, whatever, but listening to what they say.
Can I share what you put in the group chat?
Sure.
So for people out here listening to this podcast, Reese put it out there.
As long as there's no names.
No names.
Oh yeah, that part.
Reese put it out there. I'm just like, yo, man, if any of y'all got any single male companions out there, like, hook a sister up and let me know was good.
But don't play with me though, like for real. Like
you already know how I am. I already stopped a playing attempt.
Like, please don't.
So you already know where I am with it, whatever. I'm not gonna waste your time, but like, and that's why I say, like, it sucks because a lot of my friends are in couple, so I don't know if I have so many options. I have to check. But anybody listening to this pod that has heard Reese's story through the last 5 years, like,
God.
Yeah, man, it's 2018. So. For the last 5 years, y'all heard Reese's voice on here, whatever, and y'all are understanding enough, and and single,
Yeah.
And single.
Yeah, hear the bullshit. Yeah.
Let's start with the single, please, because
like be single. Please have a very well accommodating job. Good benefits is always great. Like, I really need people. Like, I need grown-ups. Like, I can't.
Where does your mom say to look?
She was the one who told me to get back on the dating sites, and I regret
really?
that because, well, I don't know. Like, I feel like I had to take a year, get it together, and then that's when I got on, and then I'm just like completely turned off. And
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm really, really, I'm always proud of any of my female friends that quote unquote strike out and have to go back in there and. Because it's very easy to just curl up in a ball and be like, oh, I'm fucking done with this shit, throw me off a cliff.
Been there. That's where I'm at. Because, like, after failed dating experiences on the dating apps, I just got mad and was like, I'm deleting this shit. Like, I'm annoyed. I don't even want to deal with it. Because I can be the person to say that I've married motherfuckers in my head.
Okay.
Oh, my God. This guy could be it. He could be it.
Do you think you still do that?
I try not to. And so that's why I have to tell myself, like, okay, are you going to be okay with this? And this, and this. And then, like, I'll say, don't reach out. This has to be, there's a line that you have to draw and you cannot cross it. So those are things that I implement to myself. So I'm just saying, like, okay, if I'm saying, I'm giving this person a chance to hang out with me and you're blowing me off, like you're canceling the dates. So why would I continue to try? That's boring. I'd rather be by myself than keep on trying it. I feel like I'm trying to get you to like me. And I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that's not genuine.
No, it's not. To me, it's begging. and I don't like it. I ain't begging nobody.
I mean, it sucks to hear one of my friends going through this. That's why I'm trying to like think to myself like, what can be done?
I don't
Because I
know.
mean, you do. You know, I'm not. I know you know who you are. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna butter you up and whatever. Tell you all the nice things. Cause I'm like you do have a lot to offer. You
yeah.
know,
Like I feel, and then like I don't know. It's just, and I have to have like conversations like with my self talk, like like, girl, it's like this,
but
and blah blah blah.
for the same amount of people that don't seem like they're interested, I'm sure there's a bunch of them that are. So
Yeah, but
is
then
there
like also like I have to have, I need to be
no you
attracted to you too.
so you do have people shooting at you that you're not attracted to.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay.
And I don't think I should have to sacrifice that. Like
But
that to me is
but just knowing that part alone, just knowing that they're not your options, but options are out there, will let you
yeah, I'm not
know.
saying that aren't options. I'm not saying that
I
I'm not
know,
finding anybody. I'm not finding anybody I don't like.
but I'm saying that just knowing that exists lets you know that you're not undesirable.
Right.
There are
Yeah.
people that like you just gotta and maybe those people that you like are not as forthcoming as the people that you don't like, which is the
Right.
whole thing.
But that's corny to me
Oh no, it's
because
a bit corny.
we learn in kindergarten how to communicate.
You have to understand, and not it's not, it doesn't go one way, but like
Hmm.
I had to remind myself with my girl sometimes, was like, you don't we've been doing this for a little while now, so I mean, even just doing this is a muscle that we just like know how to talk and have a conversation and communicate and hit and listen and all the things. Everybody don't got that. Everybody don't got that outlet.
I don't
And
have time.
I hear you. I'm just saying, like, you may be a level above
Yeah.
communication for some people.
Yeah. I think
Even people,
that
that you like. You know.
yeah, I agree. Like, and I feel like I make simple requests. And I had a conversation with my mom just like maybe 2 hours ago where I always say I'm always about speaking things into existence. We all know this. So when I meet a person,
Mm-hmm.
I say out loud, like, okay, God, if this person is not for me, if this man is not for me, remove them from my life so that I can pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the signs. So that happened with one person that I liked, like in the beginning before I even got on the dating apps, and he just stopped talking to me. And I found out all this shit that he's going through right now, and I'm just like, "Ooh, bullet dodged." And then this situation right here, I'm trying to get this person to hang out with me. God is clearly telling me, "Girl,
Yeah.
toodaloo," and that's I have to like you have
Okay.
to
So you are listening to the signs.
right, like that's what I'm
Cause
saying.
I'll
If the
tell
sign
you.
is put in front of me, I gotta see it.
Cause I'll tell you, and I mean, I gotta put myself in there. Like, I had those talks too.
Hmm.
To a degree of just like, if I can handle something, like, please, put it very clear that, like, red flag, red flag, red flag. But like at some
Hmm.
point, I've only got this far because at some point you just start asking yourself, like, what really is a red flag, and
You know what that is? That's discernment. You have to have the discernment to be able to see if something is really a red flag
yes,
or an
yes, yes,
orange
yes,
flag
yes,
or a green flag. You
yeah.
have to be able to make those
But
decisions.
yeah, and I mean, but at some point it gets real murky, because sometimes
Oh yeah.
something like, oh, I can handle this, but is it healthy for me to handle this? Like,
Yeah.
is it gonna frustrate me later? Is you
You know what
know,
else muddles that for a woman? Dick.
yeah,
Good dick. Well, like
yeah, chemistry
I
be all kind of. I know that's the fucked up part of it. And then yeah, hormones and it's a lot going on that side.
yeah, I've told myself,
I mean, no, niggas get clout about pussy too.
yeah.
Niggas get clout.
I mean
Niggas
that's I
get
mean, I'm just speaking for myself
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
out
yeah,
of experience.
yeah.
Like,
But it doesn't have a hold on one gender like that. Like,
no, yeah.
sex. That's why I asked that question, because sex definitely changes,
That
good
dynamic.
or bad. It changes people.
Which is why I don't do it. Like you can
Yeah.
see in the group chat how excited Diamond gets when I say that. And I'm just like, no, my rule when I started dating was like, I'm not having sex with anybody unless I'm in a relationship with them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because like even those things change. You know, like I've tried that too.
It's been working for me.
I mean, listen, well, whatever works works. You know, like you figure out what works. You know, because I mean, sometimes you're like, all right, you know what? Let me. I don't want to give any names up, whatever. But like, if you know me, you know me. But I'm like, you know what? This time I'm gonna try this different. I'm gonna just try to move this way, and you know,
Oh,
not
hold on, I have to pause because like the food is here. Just give me a second.
okay. Get your DoorDash, baby. DoorDash is calling. She getting the food. She was hungry because she smoked a little. Something like that. I'm going to leave that in. Just singing a little bit before she come back. She going to eat on the mic. And I'm like, what the fuck? It probably won't be that bad because she is virtual. Maybe she can put herself on mute. I'm going to let y'all know I recorded. All this is recorded audibly. Jesus Christ. The audio is recorded. But the video, I don't know. I think I just got the second part. I don't think I got the part where we talking about football.
Hey,
I was.
think I'm gonna be up all night packing, so I just got a bunch of food.
Oh, a bunch of it. How much did
I
you?
got some garlic nuts, some
How much did you spend? $50.
$38.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
How much was the tip?
I'm sad about that. Some soup.
How much was the tip?
I
Just
don't
a
wanna
tip.
I don't want to talk about it. So yeah, dating. Yeah.
Don't invite back Carmen.
Yeah, you're right.
What if
like
that
I said, there's power in words.
What if that was the guy?
Let me tell you right now. So again, hi. For some reason, I can't figure out the lighting situation because right now I'm staying at my grandmother's house.
Okay.
The lighting situation for the front door. So when I opened up the door, it was completely dark. I said, "This man can rush up in here."
Gosh.
All
Right. Little
yeah, shake, shake, shake,
shake my food.
So yeah, if anybody doesn't want to play with me, I want to play with my emotions.
Yeah, 2025, we ain't playing with nobody out here, man. Like
we all know the handle popcorn_fairy.
Yeah.
Like you know where to find me. But
listen,
be for real.
The segues are amazing, man. Speaking of not playing with people, man. My job, man. I ain't playing with the niggas no more. like you ever just hit a wall of like, yo, I can't lie anymore.
I'm there.
Like I don't know how to not tell y'all niggas the truth. Like
I'm there. I flipped out on somebody today in a sense, like I'm there.
I did a little I pushed the boundary. I pushed back a little bit on my last little one on two.
Oh God, not y'all doubling up on me.
Little 1-on-2 action, you know. And I saw the play. It was what do we just celebrate? MLK Day, you know, like the play was on Friday. Like I got off. I'm tapped out. But like the play was on Friday.
It's January.
The Friday was the play. Like, you know, I got like a. So let me start from the beginning, like or a little bit or whatever. As everybody knows in the world, you know, before you know our the new guy took office, before that was even happening, I mean, and I guess he cracked down on federal people, you know, even more. But like, there's been a thing of like, yo, we bringing people back into fucking office, like, yo, return to office. It's been like that for the last 2 years. And I've been fighting a good fight. You know, they want us to come in office 4 days a week, which is like, it's basically 5, my nigga. Like, what are you even doing? And for me, you know, I think I wouldn't have this disdain the same if I had to do my work at the office. Like I could actually do my work from home, so I have to go to another state. and travel and all those things, whatever, park or whatever the case is, because like the train is on some bullshit. I don't even like doing the train no more. Like I drive over, I find my little $6 parking for 4 hours, because ain't never ever I ain't never about to be in there for 8 hours again. Like that's never happening. I'll be in there for 2 hours, 3 hours. Like I'll be right back home. 'Cause I'm like I'm just here so I don't get fined. Like that's kind of how it is. And I work from home on Fridays. Initially we were lied to and saying like, hey, any if they listen, I don't care. But like, initially we were lied to, in the fact of, hey, any work from home day, any like early shifts that we gotta take, which is, really kind of permits a work from home day, or any like PTO or like time that you took off, like that's gonna count, or holidays are gonna count as a day in the office. I'm like, all right, cool. This may not be that bad, like I'll come in there, they want to get there 4, like I'll come in there. At the minimum, I'll do 3. I come in there twice a week, and then my Friday would count as the third day because that counts as a day. And then eventually that started to unravel. Like, oh, they're not counting these days. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that changes things a little bit. And then at some point they started tracking us, quarterly. First it was like monthly, then it was like quarterly. We'll put it all together. And then he found some kind of lines of like you gotta be above this certain number. And just don't want you on this report, whatever.
I hate number shits, like when it comes to work.
Dog. And I really hate numbers. I really hate attendance numbers because I'm like,
yeah,
I found a way to be more productive.
Right.
And y'all care about attendance. So do y'all want me to be productive or just come up here and not be so productive? Because clearly it ain't working here. Even like the last month of like December, December, that area, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, them little times that we had to be in the office, like I was not even on my floor. I would just go in there and go to another floor, look out the window, and do my work, whatever. I'm like, all y'all care about is badging in. Y'all don't even care how long we here, so until they do. But so I'm like, I've been finding the ways to like, I'm like, all right, at least I'm here. I'm getting stuff done. Cool. But apparently I wasn't coming in as much, as I should have been. So, I was getting like little, like, I guess there were reports. I didn't really think about that as that. And I'm all right. I know where I'm at. I know what the attendance is. I know what I'm doing. And then this past week or 2 weeks ago, I get a thing saying, "Hey, you're not eligible for any increase or promotion until 2026 because of this past quarter." Like I feel like I was hitting everything right before the last little month or whatever.
Oh my God.
So
that's terrible. That's a turn.
So a part of me, I don't care so much about the promotion part because I don't want to be here. And and I had to bring it up here because I'm just like, I didn't even respond to my dad today because like I really just got like, it's a lot of stuff I need to say, and I'm like, I've been here 10 years, shit, 2014, roughly 10 years, and I'm like, ain't nothing for me to go to. But nothing here for me to go to. We tried a couple times. The job has changed tremendously since I was brought on. It's not what we used to do, and I'm like, there's really no way, there's no way out of here. I got to leave, and it's so bad because I'm like, I feel like I'm not even the best employee anymore, and I actually told my own about this a while ago. It was like, your best bet probably is to leave. Because if you let them get rid of you, whatever, like it's gonna look worse. And I'm like, yeah, and that's kind of the rock and the hard place I've been. So I've been just applying like crazy. But then I got that news. I'm like, don't care so much about the promotion part, whatever. But I'm like,
The increase.
I gotta
though.
fight the. I mean, granted, I just got an adjustment to my rate, whatever. Which I go through a whole nother. My mind thinks too much, so I gotta go through a whole like that's probably the money I'm supposed to get. Like so I mean, I can't even be happy about all of that. But so I mean, at least it won't be as bad as like just nothing changing, because it has
Mhm.
changed. But I'm like, I gotta say something. I cannot say anything about this. I'm like, hey, I'm looking through this, whatever, blah blah blah. And even in what you sent me right now, you saying that, what's the word? It was quote unquote like the new default or something like this of like coming to the office, like we got to return to office type of thing. And then even with that, it was like we could. It said something along the lines of what's the word that they use exactly? Incorporate. I know what incorporate means. I had to look it up just to be very crystal clear. It's like we could incorporate, the work from home, the PTO days, the work from home, and the TBQs, which is what I do on Fridays. We could incorporate that, into the default thing. I'm like, oh, so if that's incorporated, then my fucking Friday should have been in there, and I would never even be on this list, because that just adds another. The way they do the quarterly, I mean, that adding like another 18 days or something like that. I'm just like, dog, I shouldn't be here. So, and my manager says, like, all right, well, let me talk to so and so, and then they hit me up, whatever. I get up at 2. They hit me up like 2:30. I saw it, but I'm like, yeah, I won't hear from me until Tuesday. I'm done.
Mm.
Because all I know, because I'm first of all, because even when I responded Tuesday, I'm like, hey, I saw your thing. I signed off, so didn't get to it. Apologies. We don't really need a meeting. Like, and that'd be my biggest thing. I hate meetings because I'm like, I just want to talk.
I know.
I just want to talk circles around motherfuckers. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
very crystal clear in everything I'm saying. I read and rewrite and reread all the things I say. So
Right.
my emails are sharp. Y'all can't really fuck with me on the emails. But I'm like, we don't need. Quite frankly, I don't think we need a meeting. I just this is what it's saying right now, and if that's the understanding, then this should all apply. Blah blah blah. And and I get back like, well, there's a fundamental difference. Clearly, I'm like, there's no fundamental misunderstanding what you said. I'm like, ain't no misunderstanding. This is what it is, and you telling me was what? So but we get a meeting because of course they win, and and I snapped at some point, but there's always a caveat to a caveat.
Oh yeah.
And that's what's really driving me crazy. Because basically what they said was like, hey, yeah, those are exceptions, but you got to meet the requirements for those to be exceptions. Why the fuck do I got to meet the requirements for it to be an exception? If we're meeting the requirements, there is no exception.
So what are the requirements for the exception?
I got to be there 4 days a week, which is like, there's no point, and you don't got to look at this now. So, and I'm giving you a little bit of information, trickling stuff down, whatever. But like, yeah, there's another caveat to another caveat to another caveat. Like, they're saying like, if you were like gone because of like somebody died, or like you're out for all these days, or you do work an early shift 3 days out of the week or something like that, whatever, that's when you would like put in like, hey, there's an exception. I'm like, well, this should also be a part of that. But I also don't. The reason I don't like doing meetings because I don't like wasting my breath. Y'all don't care what I think.
You're not gonna listen.
Y'all never care. Y'all never care. I don't even understand why we
You're
have
already
meetings.
Your mind is already made up.
Your mind is made up. Your mind is made up. Your mind is made up. And of course, I'm the only black person there. So that's another layer on top of that. Now DEI is out the window.
It's not even funny. Like, it's serious. Like, it's crazy. But we're not going to talk about that.
No, but no, I'm just really. I think I just been really unmotivated and like just really tapped out. I'm like, dog, I don't. And the reason why I don't want to be there because I'm like, it makes me feel worse being there. Like, it feels oppressive.
Yeah.
In a way. And like
Yeah,
I'm like I actually get stuff done at home 'cause I'm not really thinking about it. I'm not talking like my favorite days of the week are Fridays 'cause we have a no meeting Fridays, so I don't got to
that
talk to
sounds
nobody.
great.
I'm
Yeah,
like, yo, I'll do the work. Just like I could do the work because I could also look for other work and do my work and call it a day.
yeah.
I had my 1-on-one today. My manager and he was like, yo, we had a group meeting that I voluntarily missed. I made an excuse, whatever. But I'm just like, something happened. Well, something did happen. Shout out to my baby. She spun out, on
Hmm.
the road with the ice on that Monday. She actually had to go to work on MLK Day,
Oh
and
goodness.
she's okay, thank goodness. But she was frazzled. But
Right.
I'm like, I'll use this for another
Yeah, I'm
day.
out. I'm out.
So I'm like, yeah. Wednesday come like, hey man, my girl just it didn't happen today, but you don't I ain't gonna know all that. So yeah, but he was catching me up on the meetings. Like, yeah, we had like a rundown of just like what can we do better, and blah blah blah, and what you would like, what task can we stop doing for like for more time. I was like, yeah, and this is where the realness is starting to come out. I'm like, I was about to be like, you know what, let me chew on that for a little while. Let me think about it. But I was like, you know what, the first thing I could think of.
It's meetings.
We don't gotta have the same fucking meeting every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know what? And I'm like, I'm like, I can't be that aggressive. I'm like, you know what? Maybe we could do maybe we could hybrid it. Give me Monday and Wednesday, maybe Monday and Friday. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's switch it up. We don't have to do this. It takes away time. It takes away progress. It takes away momentum. And y'all talking about the same stuff. And then on top of this, which I'm like, I start to feel like a racist a little bit. Cause I'm like, I don't want to hear about all y'all whiteness all the time. And what I mean by that is like we get into like little jokes and stuff like that, whatever, and oh, so and so just did this, whatever. And I'm like, I'm a little more. I think as a black people, we had to be a little more well rounded.
Hmm.
So I'm like, I know about some of the things. I know about Gilmore Girls. I know about little stuff y'all talking about, whatever. Y'all know about Black Dynamite. Y'all know about fucking Boondocks. I'm like, why do I just get tired? Cause I'm like, y'all don't even know how unrelatable and just like you just feel like you on an island.
So you know what they're well, no, they can't because now if DEI is going, I'm like their solution to that would be hire you another black person.
Well, the one thing that I saw, shout out to Antoinette. She posted up on Around the Way Curls, which I already kind of knew, but like it was nice to see it on paper. And she was like, "Yeah, they make with this work from home or this return to office, they're trying to make y'all quit." And I'm like, "Yeah, I can see that. that makes all the sense in the world." And I'm like, yeah, listen, y'all closed on it. We ain't stupid out here, but I'm just like, yo, like this. I find so much joy in the weekends. I find so
Yeah.
much joy in being off. I'm watching Sopranos with my girl right now. Like it's just like nice to like these times she cooked yesterday. I'm like, you understand how good this feels right now. Like not to rub it in. But I'm just saying, like these the karaoke or just chilling or just like going to AC for the weekend or going to like just like I already made a trip for Boston. I'm like, yo, it's your birthday.
I get genuinely depressed when I have to go back to work.
It just like that thing I posted the other day about with the kicking.
Hmm.
Like I saw it on TikTok and I couldn't just share it. So I literally recorded it. I
Yeah.
chopped it up because I'm just like I feel like this is just kicking me in. Like yo, why do I have to be here
today? You have to see what I posted today. Like I just.
Why do I have to be here?
Well, see, you are used to working from home. I never
Yeah,
worked from home.
I got
always
spoiled.
been in the office, and it's just like I have to deal with what you said.
Yeah,
Plus,
you
at
gotta
least
be
you don't.
there.
At least you're only dealing with coworkers. I
Mhm.
have to deal with the public as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like the public is up is just doing public shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's stuff within that is, I can't even talk about it. I can't even talk about it. Like, I have to tell you later. But it's just like,
That's the crazy part. Is like I don't even dislike the people, but the job makes me dislike the people. It's like I don't want to hear about your shit, Annie.
like it's like, damn, you're really nice, but shut the fuck up.
It's so crazy because one of my coworkers, that the only person I probably talked to, he hit me up one day. He's like, "Are you ever in the office?" And I'm like, "No, I was there. I was there Tuesday, Wednesday. I just literally swiped up and left." I'm like, I was there. I mean, I had been on the floor, but also, and I ain't retaliate because I'm like, I always got ammo. Cause I'm just like, dog, you just on the whole paternity leave. So I mean, you ain't been here for 7 months.
That's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing, but you ain't been here and you've been getting paid. So don't get mad at me for not being there for 2 days. And now you want somebody to talk to. That's what you want.
Oh, I get that.
No, paternity leave is a real thing. I understand. This is his second kid. He milking them shits. And guess what? As soon as he got off, he went right. He's there all the time because he don't want to be home. With he got 2 kids, young. His wife is there, and his there's a lot of information on him. Anywho, I've been in a real frustrated place. I was just like, yeah, why? I don't have to like.
It doesn't have to be like this.
It don't gotta be, and then not even it don't gotta be like this. Don't lie to us, man. Don't lie to me and say y'all want camaraderie. And y'all want us to do team
You're killing
building.
the morale.
And even today, my manager was like, yeah. Somebody asked, like, what things we could do better is like, they want to do like more team building exercises. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, that's important. I feel that. I'm like, everybody not the same. Everybody, I don't want to ever feel like a chore to do this because I'm like, and the guy I was actually talking about, my coworker, I'm like, I want to bring no names up, but I'm like, this guy, he never goes to any happy hour ever. I've been here for 10 years.
Yeah.
So like, clearly some of us have our things that we just don't want to be a part of. And I really let me say one more thing. Like, I really want to say, like, I'm not here to be our niggas' friends. I'm here to do a job and leave. And that's it.
Get that bread and leave.
Go ahead.
My coworkers be like, oh, we should go and hang out here after work. And I was like, no. When I get off work, immediately what I want is my bed. Yeah. I don't want to go nowhere else. I'd be mad when I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to go to the store. Oh, shit, I got to go do this. Oh, goddamn, I got to go. Like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to be in the car.
Yeah. And I be feeling bad because my girl has like back breaking. Her job is back breaking right now. And part of me be kind of like, I wonder if I could do that. And I kind of want to, because I don't have to talk to people. I could just do this, whatever, and be,
you can't listen to music, though.
There's ways around things.
Okay.
I'll say
that's
that part.
That's the thing for me. Yeah. If I can't listen to,
they have a certain pair of earphones that's allowed, and you could get away with that, whatever. But like, I'm like, but can I do all that? I'm like, I'm flat footed, like, so I feel a bit. So I'll be, sorry, baby. I know I'll be on your ass sometimes, whatever. But I'm just like, I understand we got 2 different jobs, and like that shit's a lot too. So where do you really win? And I'm like, I know we just want to both be millionaires and live graciously, whatever. But I'm like, I ain't about to be real with that. I'm like, I played the lotto a couple times, and I'm like, you know what? Let me actually look up the odds. The odds to winning the lotto is 1 in 300 million. You have better odds of getting struck by lightning. It's like 1 in 70,000.
Hurry up.
Check me out.
Like, I'm done.
Check.
I'm out.
It's that's why I'm like, and then
lean back up. You're out of focus.
Oh. And then the other day, I'm just like, think to myself, I'm like, if I die, I'm like, y'all niggas ain't coming to my funeral?
I'd come to your funeral.
Not you. I'm saying my job.
Exactly. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. I feel like the people at my job, they would come to my funeral. They've been very helpful in the past, so.
maybe I would say maybe one, and that's a big maybe for me.
Or they'll like do something to commemorate my death.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, Charisse. Goddamn.
Well, that might be the perk of, it's a crazy perk, but that might be the perk of like being, you know, in a public whatever, and like, you know, I think they might care about you a little bit more. You know,
I'm saying my coworkers. I'm not public. Sorry,
I'm
not gonna say that.
I'm gonna say your job is a little different. Like I think maybe there's probably some more warmth in your job than mine. You know, maybe, I don't know. But yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, I'm just like, dog. Every day I'm trying to figure out how to get out this shit. Every day, that is really where my mind is at.
I had a job that I was going to apply for, and my coworker said it was going to be a pay cut, and I was just like,
and then there's that. It's like, dog, there's like so many $14 jobs. I'm like, nigga, you think I can live fucking $14, nigga? $14 an hour, nigga.
That's for children.
Part time.
Oh my god. Part time, maybe.
Oh yeah, and then we can't even get I can't even do overtime on my job.
Like Me neither.
They won't even allow that shit.
I get shift differential for one day.
I get shift differential, you know,
and then I get comp time.
And then we gotta work. And then we gotta work on the weekend sometimes. Like, I'm like, yo, y'all are.
Show me the benefit.
For real.
The only benefit of my job is the benefits. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie.
I mean, listen, I ain't gonna. And listen, the longer you're somewhere, I mean, it does get harder to leave. I understand that part, whatever. Like, you know, shit, I have 160 hours worth of vacation just sitting there waiting.
I don't want to talk about it.
They used to be, what, 80 back in the day?
I had 366 hours of sick time. Ooh. And there was a confusion when I was out after I had the baby, and they used all of my sick time.
And you couldn't get it back?
Nope. They told me that if I were to get it back, I would have to pay.
What?
Once they said pay, because they were paying me. It was my hours as
right.
opposed to me getting temporary disability. Once they said pay, I was like, y'all can keep it. Y'all can keep it. That's like a battle that I just whatever.
Yeah, it's just
that's what it is.
There are like so many little factors of bullshit of just like even the management of time. I'm like I requested. I request. You can stop the sentence right there. Why am I requesting, niggas, my time? But I requested time for my birthday and my girl's birthday, whatever. You know, 2 days just to extend the weekend. And both our birthdays on Tuesdays. I'm like, Monday and Tuesday, give me both of those for those weeks. All right, cool. You know, just let me know when you got your let me know once you have everything in order for people to cover you. So I'm like, why do I have to fucking do this? Now this, I'm not a manager. This is your job to manage. So now you want me to hound people.
My bank job was like that.
Make them do my work.
They wouldn't approve our time unless we find somebody in that time slot.
And the thing is, they've always approved my time. They always say they have the option not to approve it. And I think the day that I don't get people to cover, they probably be like, let's think about this one. You know? Yeah. So I'm because like,
they want continual production. They don't give a shit about you.
And I think the biggest problem to me is like nobody pushes back. It's like, dog, if you keep doing it, they'll keep asking for more.
Because everybody needs a job.
Everybody needs a job, but like, why everybody gonna be pussy? Like, because
if you lose that job, then what are you gonna do?
You have to understand. I think people need to realize what it takes for people to fire people. And I think people don't even want to scratch that surface. But I'm like, I remember trying to be fired.
I don't want to give nobody a reason.
I hear it. And a lot of people feel the same way. Maybe I'm speaking radically, but like, I remember I had a job years ago, and I was actively trying to get fired. You know, and I got a job before they could fire me. But it took them a lot of warnings to even like get to like a point of like, I'm like, dog, y'all don't even understand what I'm trying to do. Y'all want to bring me in for a meeting like, hey, having another warning. I'm like, I know. I'm trying to get out of here. And
Why would you
then
try to get fired?
I mean, I was a little more young and naive. I didn't really know as much.
Oh, okay. Because I'm
You
like,
know.
I never left the job without a 2 week notice.
Yeah,
I'm a
I did.
dweeb.
Yeah, but I mean, when you get to that predicament, you get a little desperate. But yeah, I just get tired of people just bending over. Like even the day like we have like a short week or something like that. Like, oh my god, the production is so much. We did so much in this little bit of time. That means we can do anything. I'm like, well, that means they're gonna make you do anything now. Like y'all need to stop fucking reaching, because even it's all trickery.
Oh yeah, why would I overperform?
And
you're
they
not
do it
gonna
all the time.
You don't give me a reason to overperform.
And that's probably why it's like I gotta think to myself, like the people on my team, you gotta be a good number of them when they're 20 somethings. So like they probably just young and dumb and just don't realize. I'm like, dog, the more you do, like the more they're gonna give. Like, oh man, we were supposed to finish this and by July we got it done in March. That means it give us more work. It's like, why are y'all doing this? Why are y'all doing this? Y'all not getting paid no more percentage, no more perks. Like, what does it make sense to do more work and not get the benefits of that? It
doesn't.
Just because you're gonna be
It's
good
the
at
rat.
shoes
We're in
and
the wheel.
you want to get it's the wheel. It's the wheel. Every Tuesday we get a performance of the week. I'm already mad at that because now you made a race, an incentive for nothing, because all you're getting is a shout out.
Yeah.
That you could put on your.
It's the micromanaging. Like
Yeah.
that's what it is to me.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
I don't like it.
And like it sucks to have to take the red pill and just fucking see all this shit. I'm like, dog, I really wish I was a soldier and just was stupid and just didn't recognize all these moves.
I mean, is that even a good place to be either?
Probably not. But I mean, ignorance is bliss.
Dude!
Doom for sure, man. But yeah, Saquon and them boys are going to Super Bowl, so that's.
Eagles.
However you spell that shit.
How's the right way?
No more.
You know what it was? It was because they had that guy playing the saxophone that one time for the national anthem. That was some sexy ass shit.
I would like to hear some Killers Whisper.
Like, did you see that? I was like, yo, this guy is flowing.
Yeah. Shout out to her though, man. Shout out to people trying to actually help the city. Of that I
She's
don't
the one
live
who
in.
made you go back to work.
Oh well, no, don't shout out to her. Take that back.
So you didn't know that? I thought you knew this.
I'm not in Philly, so I don't really, that's the problem.
Yeah, she's the one. She's the one who told you that you had to bring your ass back.
The illiterate bitch. Now she's literate. She's a bitch now.
The funniest thing about that video was that the police commissioner was like,
Yeah. He's like, wait.
I don't think that's how it goes.
And even she was like, Did I say
Confident.
How many L's did I say?
Isn't there an A in there? Close.
Right.
Enrique.
I wonder where she's from.
Who cares?
Because she probably like, what is she like from New York or something like that? And she just don't even know how to spell that shit.
I don't know. She sounds very, I don't know. She reminds me of like a Loretta Devine type of character.
I was just watching a real sidebar before we get up out of here. I was watching a pod. Ruby Rose is on there. She's a pretty girl.
Good for her.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know who that is.
Where do you think she's from?
Isn't she? She's not a porn star. Isn't she like a video vixen? Oh.
There's two Ruby Roses. Let me start there.
The one that was on Drake was talking about.
Yeah. The one that was with Drewski for 2 seconds.
Oh no, she probably from like Kansas or some shit.
How'd you get that? I mean, it's not right, but like, I
don't know. Sometimes they be making them pretty out there. Like it's just random.
Yeah, she's from damn, Africa. She is from like the South though, like, but like not like she's like from
maybe like West Virginia.
Nah,
let's look it up.
Kentucky or some shit like that. I think Kentucky. I think she's from Kentucky.
Hey,
and I was like, I'm surprised. I'm like, I don't know why I didn't see that. It's interesting.
How do you see Kentucky? What does it look like?
No, I'm sorry, I don't see her from there. I'm just like, I don't know if I see. I don't know. I just felt like northeast. I didn't really.
I think that this is a very Kentucky picture.
That picture, yeah, that's really clear. that picture, yeah, that feels more Kentucky. But anyway, she was just talking about like her whereabouts and stuff like that, and like where she been and how she got to fame, and I didn't know she's like, yeah, the Bad and Bougie video. I was like, oh. I guess there were women in that video. I don't remember that video like that. I'm all that. She's like, yeah. I was like, and I'm like, this is like retro. This is like an old pod, but I'm like, she's like, yeah, I was like 16, 17 in that video, and like, then the woman asked her, like, oh, how old are you in that video? Now you're not realizing she's about to incriminate herself. So yeah, I was like 16, 17. She was like, what? And I'm like, I do remember the story of like, yo, she was. I remember the story of like, saying she was dating people and she was like, and the math wasn't mathing. And then, I'm looking at it, even when she was saying on the pod, whatever, she's like, no, my bad guys was 18. I'm like, now it feels like a lie. But,
I mean, Kobe Bryant was dating Vanessa when she was 17.
Who?
Kobe Bryant.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. But even like, I'm like, all we gotta do is the math.
R.I.P. Right,
R.I.P. Yeah. All we gotta do is the math, though. I'm like, all right, you was born in '97. The video came out 2016. You was actually like 19 years old. So what the like? Are you stupid? Like, why do you do that? Yeah, I was 16, 17. That helps nobody. Yeah, but yeah, R.I.P. Kobe, man. I didn't listen.
Facts.
I don't know why I felt it was the 25th, not the 26th.
No, it's the 26th. There's a lot of things associated to that date, so
yeah,
that's why I remember that.
Cause like yeah, I don't know. I felt it on 25th for some reason. I'm like, but I know 26, January 26.
Yep.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Kobe. I mean, listen, the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl again.
Yep. They're gonna win on Saquon's birthday on Cooper DeJean.
That right there feels like the gods is like, dog, it's your birthday.
Yeah.
Like,
and Coop, can't forget Coop.
It's your birthday. Good karma on your side because you forewent the Dickerson trophy and record. You said, nah, I'm for the team to get to the Super Bowl, and y'all got there. It would have been some bullshit if y'all didn't get there. But y'all got there. It's your birthday.
You could be a running back MVP.
Mm-hmm.
This is your first year. Your daughter was like, "Is this me? Is this me? We're gonna start winning, man."
Oh my god. Mm-hmm. The only not to be
don't say nothing bad.
You gonna stop me before I do?
I'm stopping you now.
Not to be what's my man's name that's trying to get to school?
Trying to get to school.
Yeah, the Marcus Garvey Frederick Douglass School. My man is always black and loud. Donations.
Oh, don't talk about that man's fiance like that.
I'm not.
Doctor.
I told you gonna stop me before I get there.
Dr. Umar.
It was snowing for real now.
Come on. I knew it was coming.
Well, no, what is Saquon though?
Black?
He's just black and not Dominican, nothing like that. I feel like I don't know if
he's black.
He's giving me like a Dominican barber kind of feel. I don't know what it is.
I mean, Dominican barbers can cut hair.
Yeah.
My barber Puerto Rican.
Jalen Hurts was shady. He didn't even realize it towards AJ Brown. I never see that man pick a book in his life.
I got the book. I got the book downstairs.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. My dad bought it.
That shit. Like, first. They making money right now.
Yeah, I got the book.
All right. Well, it is 10:08. Before we get up out of here, anything else you gotta talk about? Share to the world.
No.
Any grievances?
So Barkley is a Christian.
Okay. So
it doesn't say his nationality.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you're single and you don't play,
if you're single and you know, clap your hands.
Please don't play with me because like the thread, I'm hanging on like the little bit of hair that I got.
Is there potential for the other side?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Do they be sliding in?
No.
Huh. Cause you be listening, you be getting your fits on, you be looking all right. I'm like, hey, look at Reese, like, you know how to put that shit on.
Yeah, I know, like I have awkward features, but what the fuck? But
yeah,
still,
but
like, I think you.
your makeup is always on point. My girlfriend always celebrates your makeup. She's like, yo, she look good. I'm like, yo, she's doing the damn thing. She know what it is. So I mean, you know how to put that shit on. So I mean,
I'm bubbly. I'm fun. I'm funny. Like if you guys are listening, I'm fucking hysterical.
That's a fact. That's a big fact. You think you have any bad habits? That could. Do you think you have any bad habits that could annoy somebody immediately?
I overthink a lot, and I speak what I say when I overthink.
Oh, okay.
And I also like to.
Is that you or is that the weed?
Like, no, it's me sometimes,
Okay.
and I also like to have like I don't know, like I really feel like I'm really big on communication, and I'm just like, why can't we talk about this? And I also, I don't know. I try to catch myself a lot of times when I'm talking to people and they say some real slick shit. So I'm just like, how are we going to respond? Like, you know. But don't be a pushover. Like, we can joke each other out. Like,
you going where I was about to go. Like, get real quick. Like, give a description of a guy you're looking for. Like, what do they need to have?
A personality.
Okay.
A sense of humor. The ability to be. Well, he can carry themselves. So, like, if I'm bringing them around y'all, he can be cool with everybody, not just a quiet, stiff in the corner type of stuff. Like somebody with a personality. It would be nice if you had a very decent job.
Yeah.
Very nice. Your own car, also.
It's hard out here. I've done.
Children are okay as long as the baby mom's not crazy.
That's a big deal. I've done a lot more than I thought I would ever do. So I mean, sometimes those agreements are like those are hard lines. Like I understand that. That makes sense. Like, you need somebody to come together.
Also have to understand. Like I'm not fucking you. I'm not doing it. I have no desire. You have to make me want to desire to have sex with you.
Yeah. Oh man, the dating scene gotta just be crazy now.
I'm over that.
Do you think people's expectations is too high, or
maybe? But I mean, I also had to tell myself, why not? I'm not worth it.
Or do you think people talk to you differently online versus in front of you?
No, I don't think so. But I don't know. Like, it's hard to see if someone is genuine or not. All I want to do is just for niggas to keep it 100. Like, if you're not feeling it, cool.
Yeah. Is there anything that you are really into that they could be really into that like could form some kind of bond?
Harry Potter. True crime. Oof.
Okay. All right. So maybe you got to go to those conventions. Maybe I go to a Harry Potter convention. I know you might have to weed through the forest, but
I mean, like I'm talking about, like
yeah.
And I also like people like to talk about this, but I want to. If you voted for Trump, please don't talk to me.
Yeah.
And I'm being so serious.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say the man's name.
Yeah. That's
how I feel. Yeah. Like, don't talk to me. I'm not even going to go any further to it. We don't have to discuss it. Don't ask me why. Just keep moving.
And that's that on that. I feel you, man. Listen, more power to you. I know things will be brighter. Things are getting. Listen, it's about to be 50 degrees tomorrow. Like things are going. Things are going to work out.
It's 7 p.m. Wednesday. It's 55 degrees. I ain't got no nigga, and no nigga ain't got me.
Hey, what's her ad lib? Oh. That's her shit.
Bitch, I'm from Memphis. What you know about me?
You saw her Christmas song with Kehlani?
I didn't understand.
It's
I was
Christmas.
Like, we didn't need this. We really did not.
Not at all. Well, guys, it's been episode 309. Hope you enjoy the sounds of our voices, because that's what you're getting. This time. I kind of like when I go blurry like that. It's kind of... Audio styles. Well, just jumped in the middle of my gate. Hey guys, remember my style? Get side look at my little styles. My by quarantine. Sometimes styles are like blow. Fall back. You know that one time in the winter time. Practical styles. Most up. Side daddy audio sound like files.
Gunshot.
Gunshots always. And Reese in the freaking virtual reality.
Yes, I'm here with my own stuff.
Yeah,
So-
listen, man. Start to a new chapter.
Yeah,
Let's
maybe.
work on it. Let's work on it. All right. Well, peace in here, Grease.
Yeah.
See you later.
I'm
See
gonna
you
suck
soon.
up this food and talk to y'all later.
Blah.